anything can happen and their lives could be taken at any moment. My parents were undocumented, but they came here to give me a second chance, a better time living. I've been to Mexico multiple times. I've seen multiple things that kids shouldn't see. So now my parents are documented. Luckily, they did get the papers. Now with Trump running, that's a whole different situation, especially now with the DACA. Students at West, I personally know a couple. Last Thursday, a girl came in the classroom telling me, I got my papers, I got my papers. But some of them aren't that lucky. Some of them are scared that they're gonna be taken any second, or that that's the last day they'll see their friends or any family members, or they're gonna be left alone in the house taking care of their family or going to an adoption center. One of my closest friends, her parents don't have papers. She's scared to death every time they go to a street, because she knows one mistake could leave them without their parents, going somewhere they don't know, living with parents they don't know, or ending up in a bad home where it's worse.
Angela Scully.
Good evening, my name is Angela Scudoy and I'm a former graduate of West Georgia High School. I am also going to be speaking about the school safety zone, and I wanted to start with saying that people do migrate for a variety of reasons, and then it can come between economic, social, and environmental issues. I, on the other hand, do come from extended experience, and I do see how it is very difficult for them, unlike other people with their parents. I also have family members and friends that are undocumented. Growing up, I never had thought of having my parents live here or lose them if they were to be sent back to their origins. They did come here to give us a better education and to find a better job for us to have what we have now. I do find myself very privileged to have such an education that they couldn't have. And so during my senior year, I did feel a little stressful because FAFSA came into the game, and I thought I can fill it out by myself because I needed my parents for their taxes and stuff. And then at the end, we do have to sign electronically, and then unfortunately, we have to do a printed version, and my parents were debating on how would that affect them. I do have other friends that did want to do the same thing, and others didn't. Some couldn't get the help that I could get, and I feel very fortunate for it. I do have family members that are part of the DECA program, and they do fear that their opportunities for school will decrease and their jobs would be taken away from them or something. And then I just wanted to say that I have found a lot of help throughout my West Georgia high school years with a lot of faculty members, and also at the university that I'm attending, I'm also getting that help. So thank you so much.
Sandra Gonzalez.
Good evening, District 129 board members. My name is Sandra Gonzalez. I'm an Aurora resident, and I represent various community organizations, including the Municipal Aurora and the Immigrant Liberation Alliance. I'm actually here today to share a story on behalf of an undocumented student. She couldn't be here today for job purposes, but she allowed me to share her story today. This is a means of sharing a story of resilience, understanding the struggles of an undocumented student in light of recent immigration changes. Her name is Andrea Erazo. She says, I'm a product of School District 129. I went through McCleary, Jefferson, West Aurora High School, and now I attend Aurora U as a Golden Apple Future Educator. Unfortunately, I'm part of the estimated 23,000 undocumented students, immigrants in Aurora, 12% of which are under 18 years old. I haven't experienced direct discrimination, and I'm happy to say that my teachers have been loving and understanding. But I'm tired of having to prove how American I am. This resolution would implement measures to protect undocumented students. I had the luxury to grow up in the shadows because of my light complexion. But every morning before school, I made sure my hair wasn't too big or that my clothes weren't too colorful. And I practiced common conversation at the age of 7. Being too Mexican was the death of me in fear of people finding out my deepest secret. I can't even make it to this floor right now before you all. This resolution is a clear message that children do not need to live in fear of going to school. If you all choose to reject this proposition, it will let us know where the leaders of our community really stand and how much we're worth protecting. I might not have a vote, but I will educate people who can. I will rally the community and will push for a school board that puts the well-being of its students over political divisiveness. I'm in the shadows, but I am not standing still. Andrea is just one of the estimated 23,000 undocumented immigrants in Aurora, and as she stated, who would have benefited from the Safe School Zone resolution. By knowing that our own school is going beyond the norm to enact policies that ensure all students are safe, regardless of legal status, we will be easing some of the anxiety felt by undocumented students and those who come from mixed status families. It is important to note that as educators, school support staff, and service providers are often the first a student comes out to as undocumented or have undocumented family members. District 129 must do everything within its power to provide a safe environment to all our students. Therefore, we present to you a simple resolution that with your confidence can ensure parents and the community that our school board and district are united in protecting our students, whether undocumented or not. Thank you.
Eric Franzen.
Hi, Eric Franzen. My address is 7 South Stolp Avenue, Aurora, Illinois. I'd like to let you know that I'm an Aurora resident. I'm an educator, and I'm also an advocate for immigrant rights through organizations such as Indivisible Aurora and the Immigrant Liberation Alliance. I'm thankful for the opportunity to speak with you briefly about undocumented students, but more than anything, I'm honored to have the opportunity to bring some of these issues to light in front of such a prestigious group of people. I'd like you to take a moment to reflect on some of these stories that you've heard. Consider the bravery of undocumented students that are currently in our school system. These are students that are seeking greater education, going on to, hoping to go on to higher education. The people wanting big dreams, but fighting against odds, great odds. The needs of undocumented students should not be ignored, nor should our policies in protecting them be just implied. DHS has estimated that in King County, there are 43,000 undocumented people. I'm here today to ask you to take clear action to support undocumented students by approving the resolution that we put forward, the Safe Zones resolution. Of course, obviously you'll wish to study this resolution. It's just recently been presented to you, but suffice it to say that this clarifies procedures that the district will be using in terms of what sort of information is gathered from students, both in terms of documentation and and in conversation, and also referral processes in case there were ever any contact with immigration authorities or immigrant authorities contact us. This is not to send a political message, but a message of commitment to our students. ICE guidance says that they will only enter our district or schools under extraordinary circumstances, but I think if we reflect on it, we've seen some rather extraordinary circumstances take place recently. I ask that you will think about these things as you consider our resolution, and thank you very much.
Now we